So one of the things which we've all noticed as we've come through this really tough COVID-19 situation is those companies which had an online shop benefited from having invested and set that up. So you're thinking, okay, I want an online shop. I want to be able to sell when the shops are closed. And that's a really good idea, but there's some really, really important points which you need to think about before you rush into an online shop project. And I'm going to talk about 6 of those today. So the first of them is serve a niche. Whether it be owners of 1970s Porsches or fly fishermen or people who love gourmet food in a certain region, Amazon and the like have the mainstream tied up really, really well. So you need to find a tribe, a group of customers which you can serve in a special way so they choose to spend with you. And that leads on to my second point, which is be unique. There's different ways that you can do this. Could you give a really personal service with tools such as co-browsing or video so they can talk to you when they're shopping? Or could you have really great content which helps them make that decision? Or could you have some kind of design and build tool which moves them through that purchase stage? That design and build tool model, I use that in a business to great success, and that's created what is now a really strong and fast-growing online business. So there's 3 ideas there which will give your customers a more personalised and a service which they couldn't have at the big players. And then I look at my third point, and that is don't underestimate the cost of getting traffic to your website. You can get traffic broadly in one of 2 ways. You can either create content which you share on social media and you have on your site, which enables you to get traffic for the search engines such as Google. And that traffic, you don't pay for it when it comes, but you still have to spend to develop that content and to make your site attractive to the search engines. Or you can pay for the traffic, where you pay for each user coming to your site, either to the search engines or to social media. But whichever way you choose, there's a cost to getting that traffic, and you have to factor that in to your cost of doing business. So that leads on to my 4th point, which is love the data. One of the great things about an online business is you have these digital snail trails where customers let you know what they've done by their data. So you can say what's working and what's not working. And then you can dig deep and say, why is it not working? And you can really keep going down into the data until you come up with answers. And then so you can find the bits which aren't working and make them work. But there's a challenge here. There's so much data that at times it can be hard to see the wood for the trees. So that moves on to my 5th point, which is model your funnel. As the top of the funnel where customers interact with you on social media, then they come to your website, and then they move through to the checkout process. And you need to model that. So at a glance, you can see exactly what's working. And when you can see something is not working, the customers are leaking out of your funnel, you then can dig into the data and find out why. And doing that, you're going to have a really good understanding of what is going on with your online business. And then that moves on to my 6th point, which is build, measure and learn. So you've got your funnel, you're looking at your data, and you find customers leaking out, you look into the data some more and you think, okay, if we do X, Y will happen. Okay, so that's a hypothesis, that's something which you believe. But the great thing about digital is there's lots of tools such as Google Optimize, where you can quickly test your hypothesis, you can try it out, you can see what happens, and then you can prove or disprove it. If you work in this way, making lots of small changes based on insight, based on data, you're going to drive over time incremental improvement. Each step will make your online shopping experience better, and so you're going to convert more of those customers, which have cost you a lot of money to get to your site. This is so much better than just taking one hunch after a next, because that really doesn't work. So there's 6 points there. Number 1, focus on a niche. Number 2, be unique. Number 3, don't underestimate the cost of traffic. Number 4, love the data. Number 5, model your funnel, and number 6, build, measure and learn. I hope that's been helpful for you as you think about starting your online part of your business. I would love to talk to you to understand what you want to do and to share some of my experiences with you. If that's of interest, no charge for that. Just send me a message and we can go from there. Thank you for watching.